All right, so we just got massive breaking news that Elon Musk might be stepping down from the CEO role for Tesla. This comes after yesterday we had a report of Elon actually stepping down from Twitter CEO role as well. Yesterday he tweeted that he has a new CEO for Twitter in mind, and today we have reports that it might be Linda Yaccarino, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and I think she's a corporate executive from NBC if I'm not mistaken. Now I want to break down the possibility of this rumors being true, and I also want to argue why this is not necessarily the most important thing to be talking about today for Tesla stock specifically. But anyway, let's get into the news. Wall Street Journal reports that Tesla's board of directors has been considering Kirkhorn ever since a trial began last year that challenges Musk's compensation package. And I've talked a lot about Musk's comp package, and I think it's a little bit of a big amount, especially considering that he went from about 15% ownership to almost 23% ownership. The amount of dilution that costs for many shareholders is insane. And then he sold off to 13%. So he sold off almost everything that he got compensated for in the last, I don't know, decade or something in terms of stock comp. So yeah, that's a massive liquidation event, and obviously, you know, Tesla's board got sued, I think, last year because of that. During the trial, Tesla's board member James Murdoch, which has been with Tesla since the beginning as far as I remember, said that Musk had identified a potential successor for the months leading up to a trial, but did not specify who Musk had suggested. The Wall Street Journal compared Elon Musk's relationship with Kirkhorn to that between Apple's co-founder Steve Jobs and his successor Tim Cook. Both Jobs and Musk were willing to take risky bets in order to build their companies, while Cook and Kirkhorn appeared to take a more cautious approach that has helped keep the companies in balance. And make no mistake, Tim Cook turned Apple into a $3 trillion company from $500 billion back when Steve Jobs passed away. So make no mistake, operational CEOs have proven to create a lot of wealth for shareholders as well. Alright, we continue. Kirkhorn has worked at Tesla for more than 10 years. He started with the company as senior analyst in 2010 and succeeded former CFO Deepak when he departed in 2019. So Deepak departed, JB Straubel departed after that. So the only one of the initial C-suite that hasn't is Elon. Obviously, this is still a rumor. We don't know yet, but just to point that out. Prior to joining Tesla, Kirkhorn worked analyst for McKinsey and Company after serving as an intern at Microsoft. Kirkhorn is not only Tesla executive that is rumored to be potential successor to Musk. Earlier this year, several news outlets speculated that Tom Xu, the head of Tesla China operation, could be Musk's successful after he took leadership over the Tesla's US assembly plant and sales in North America. So Tom Xu is the person that people were speculating that will be Tesla's CEO, because Tom Xu is now in charge of automotive. To be honest, he's in charge of ramping Tesla's business worldwide because he did such a good job in China. So if you think about it, Zach is in charge of finances, right? Then Drew is in charge of technology innovation. Then you got Tom Xu, who's in charge of ramping the gigafactories. Any of these three could potentially make great CEOs for Tesla, and this doesn't mean that Elon is all of a sudden gonna abandon the company. Elon could keep probably a spot as the head of the board or whatever he wants to do. He's gonna have a lot of control over Tesla either way. Now let me argue why this is sort of like irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. This happened yesterday too, but it's been overshadowed by the news of Elon potentially leaving Twitter as CEO and now Tesla, obviously. So from Sarah Merritt, Tesla just increased again, and this is now the third or fourth increase for Tesla prices in the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. Now another one, Tesla has increased Model S and Model X prices in the US by 1,000, and look at this, Tesla now says in the order page, finance your purchase for as low as 3.99%. So 3.99%, whereas the average interest rate for a new car loan is about 7. How is Tesla doing this? I don't know, but this is good news because they can raise prices and essentially keep it at the same level of affordability as it was before. This, my friends, is very bullish, simply because now magazines like Barron's, who's pretty much the Wall Street magazines that every single hedge fund sort of like listens to and sort of like is attentive to, Barron's is now saying that Tesla raises EV prices again, and this is good for investors that are worried about margins, because we gotta understand that margins going down, margins sort of like bottom right here with this news, because now it's like 5 or 6 price increases. And this, because if Wall Street now saying that margins bottom, then it doesn't matter what Elon does, because at the end of the day, you know what the price talk follows? It follows earnings. And look at this, we've had 16 people downgrade the earnings potential for next quarter after we have results. But after all this sort of price increases, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these people revise back their earnings projections, regardless of whether Elon leaves or doesn't. I have a feeling that if Elon doesn't get the next comp package, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually leaves and puts SAC, because I don't think he gets the same comp package that he got back then. I mean, he got a good, I don't know, about $50 billion in comp. Yeah, I don't think, based on the share performance and the stock performance, he doesn't get that same comp package. And he has a lot of the pulse in terms of like what Tesla's direction will be either way. So he might just take a step back from operations, which he's not even involved with on a regular basis anymore. So I don't think this is bearish at any point in time. I think this is actually bullish, because on the other hand, we're seeing margins going up. But anyway, we'll see if this actually pans out, but I wouldn't be super surprised in either scenario. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.